Well, as you can see, the front park lights were in no better shape than the rear tail lights. They all had to be cleaned up, have new gaskets and everything put on them. Just basically restored as good as I could. The old wiring was pretty brittle, so I've got rid of most of that. Replaced the sockets as well. And got them ready for new LED bulbs and got them cleaned up. Got some more reflective paint inside them. And then had to go to work on the grill. The grill in this car, as you can see, was pretty rough. It was bent in a lot of places. It didn't fit properly. Just lots of issues. So I sanded it all down. I got it as straight as I could. Hammer and dolly, just, basically working it. And then sanded it, primed it. And same thing for the trim rings that go around the headlights. Got those sanded and primed and got the dents out of them, and for the most part kind of restored them as best I could. And then I went on to I found this paint that it's supposed to look like chrome, but it really doesn't. It looks like polished aluminum, which is kind of what I was going for. So I got the parts painted in this polished aluminum kind of stuff. And now I'm doing the painstaking task of going through this thing and coloring in all of the little black vertical bars. I'm using basically Tester's black model paint. I've used this before, and it holds up fairly well, especially when you put a clear coat over it. And I will put a 2K clear coat over top of this when I'm done. And so just going through and painting every single one of those goofy little bars on upper and lower, and in the middle where the Plymouth logo goes. That also needed to be restored. I've got some pictures of that coming up. Some of this stuff is just so boring and so tedious that I didn't shoot a lot of video, but I did take a bunch of pictures. I just realized that I neglected to take a completely finished picture of the park lights with the new lenses, but I'll get one of those in an upcoming video so you can see what they turned out like. They look really good. I'm really happy with the way they turned out. So again, I'm not going to bore you to tears with watching me color in all of this goofy paint and stuff, but I had to do it on the grill, as well as I had to do it on the headlight buckets as well. And some of the places on those little headlight trim rings are really hard to get into. And so I came up with I had, as you can see, very small artist's brushes, but I came up with a way to get into even some of the more smaller places. I ended up taking a popsicle stick and basically just trimming a little sliver off the side of this popsicle stick and dipping that in the paint, and then using that kind of as my paintbrush for the really tiny spaces where I just couldn't get into with a brush without making a big mess. So again, I'm not going to bore you to tears with all of the stuff that went on here. I just wanted to kind of show you the process and the attention to detail. And then as we get a little further along, kind of show you how it turned out and give you some more information. So we'll bring you back when we get a little bit farther along. I'm just going to kind of hit the fast forward button on this stuff, and we'll zoom through to the end of this piece of video. Just point out here, you'll see me kind of steadying my hand that's holding the paintbrush with my other hand. That's a little trick I learned a long time ago when painting model cars. If you need to be really steady and get nice straight lines and, sort of not color outside the border, it always helps me to use two hands when I'm doing it. So here's a quick picture of some of the painting done. And on this shot, it's kind of interesting. The grill on the left has got the painting done. The grill on the right doesn't. And you can see how obvious the bars that I painted are on that second grill. So then I went on to clean up the Plymouth badge. It was pretty bad and needed to be fixed. And cleaned that up and basically assembled everything and got everything kind of ready to go back in the car. As it turned out, I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't look new by any stretch of the imagination, but it looks pretty good for what I'm doing, and I'm happy with it. So that's really all I care. Anyhow, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it. Leave me your comments, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate you watching. Thanks very much.